This video brought to you in part by these fantastic sponsors. Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another Reingar's Crash Course. I'm the Shotgun Shogun. Today we're going to be talking about leveling up and XP. What's the fastest way to do it? What's the calculations? What should you be running? Now, as you can see, I have myself a little sleepy mighty knight here, and he is level 1. I've set up 4 teams in order to test the total gained XP, and we'll go over a bunch of that stuff as well as other ways and tips in order to maximize your leveling efficiency, because let's be real, this game is about leveling as much stuff as humanly possible as fast as possible with the least amount of XP or AP energy used up. So we have test XP 1 here. It's just one bell mouse. We've got this one where we add another one in. We have this one where we add yet another one in, and then we have the all mouse squad all the time. The Mouseketeers, if you will, probably going to get copy striked for that one. So they are all level 1. Nothing is different on them. None of them have any gear. We will be using a helper character in this mission. We are going to be doing world 1-1, so this way we get just really easy peasy stuff out of this. We'll go back here to Britannia. We're going to go to round 1 here. We're going to go to 1-1. So this way, very easy. Don't have to use up a whole lot of energy in order to go through and figure this out. So you can literally pick anybody on your list. Even if you are a new player, you should be able to scroll down here to the bottom where your non-friends are, and you should be able to pick up somebody who can easily clear most of the missions, but we'll go with D-Whale here. So we're going to use test XP 1. Now this is going to be one non-maxed level unit with one helper all by himself. Now you would assume that all of the XP is going to go to this Mouseketeer. So we'll run through this real quick and then we will crunch those numbers. Should be real fast.
Dark blade. Chaos.
Okay, so we finished this up. As you can see, he got 174 XP. Now I'm going to put this over here in my notepad that you can't see. One non-maxed unit plus friend 174 XP. All right, cool. Now let's try this out with the next team. Do it Roy Raven style. Now we got 2 plus a friend. Let's see how much we get here. Type this out beforehand. 2 non-maxed units. We're going to teach you who's the best. Plus friend, 1-1. We got some good leather shoes. Fantastic. Doing work there, Mighty Mouse. Okay, so we got 87 XP each on that one. Each times 2. All right, now let's see what we get for the 3 and the 4. Four might be a little difficult. Well, 4 might be a little difficult, but we'll see. They should be able to take it. 4 mighty mice versus some slimes probably shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so now we did 3 non-maxed limits. Units plus friend, 1-1. Everybody got 58 XP per unit. Now we're going to do 4 non-maxed units plus friend. Let's see how much we get here. So it does look like we are getting less per unit, but are we getting more overall? And I'm going to wager a bet to say that we are probably getting more overall, but we will crunch those numbers here in a moment. Pull up my handy dandy calculator while we're doing this. Okay, so we all got 43 XP per unit times 4. Okay, so what do we see as the numbers here? So we got 4. We got we'll go back to the lobby here real quick. So the first one with the non-maxed unit plus the friend, we had 174 XP. The non-maxed unit plus friend, 2 non-maxed units plus friend was 87 XP per, and that was 174. 3 non-maxed units plus friend was 58 each, and that was times 3, so that is, well, 174, and 43 times 4 is 172 actually. So your actual best, most efficient way to do this is going to be by running 3 maxed units plus your friend. So everybody will get 174 XP total. Now, if you are trying to level up just one individual unit the fastest, it is going to be best to go with just that unit and your friend in order to maximize just that unit's XP. Now, it does come into play when you are running multiple things or you're trying to level up multiple things at the same time. Let's say that you are running the XPCE artifact that we got with the anniversary. So there's a lot of other keys in here, and whether or not you are just trying to mass level things as well. And if you have a friend that can do those things. So it does look like the way that you want to do this is not by using your own unit, which we can test that as well. Give me 1 second here, because I do know that your units will soak up more XP. So I will actually be right back after I set up yet another test. Okay, so we're back, and I have brought my favorite new dog walker, Lena, and she's going to be walking some mice this time. So we are going to be going with 1 non-maxed, 1 maxed, and 1 friend to see how much we get here, as a lot of times it is told to people, hey, you need to level up a dog walker, you need to level up a farmer, and right now Lena is actually a very, very strong farmer. So let's see how much XP that we're going to get with her on the team, and if that is beneficial or detrimental.
I'm getting tired. Bye-bye now. Want to see what I can do? Ha!
Okay, so we got 130 XP out of this. So is this going to be the most beneficial? It does look like if you bring 1 maxed unit, this is going to start cutting into your XP, and we'll check and see how much we gain with multiples on here. So realistically, if you don't have any friends that can easily clear this stuff, bringing 1 unit is going to cut into your XP a little bit, but it's not too terrible. So this is going to be still beneficial if you are requiring the use of your unit and you don't want to rely on your friends. So bringing 1 maxed unit farmer with your one unit is going to yield you the most XP for that one unit. However, bringing all three is probably going to be your best bet because you are going to want to be leveling up multiple characters at one time. So if we bring this, let's test this out on her with a full team here. So with the squad, we'll do 3 non-maxed plus max 1. How much did we get over all this time around? So we only got 50 this time around. So that's still 150 total for everybody on the team. So the more that you do bring, the more that it is shared amongst everybody else. So if you are bringing a dog walker, a farmer, it is best to maximize the amount of people that are in your party, as you will want to make sure that you are optimizing the amount of XP there. So with that, that is how you are going to want to make sure that you are leveling your characters. Now, some tips for leveling characters and teams. So I will show you my team that I typically use and how I set things up for leveling characters and 6-starring characters. And we'll go into that as well as we go over how to efficiently 6-star your characters very fast. So as you can see here on this team, I have Yuna as my dog walker. Now, Yuna is max level, and I was previously just using her to level up. She wasn't maxed out. That way, I was getting the full efficiency for the most part of characters on my team. Now I have a dog, I have 2 fodder units here, and I have Yuna. One of the things is if you started during the first anniversary, you will always want to have a character that can carry the 1 year of gratitude artifact that gives you the 10% XP bonus, which is absolutely beyond amazing. But typically my setup will be a AoE dog walker. I will have a dog, a blue dog, a yellow dog, and then a character with the artifact in the front that I am trying to level up. So this way I am sharing that XP amongst all 3 units here. Now in the original one where we had 4 non-maxed units plus a friend, we were getting a little bit less than 3 non-maxed units plus a friend. However, when you implement in your own max leveled up character, you do get a bit better than keeping 1 or 2 of these characters out of the mix. Being able to rely on your own character helps you from having to make sure that you have friends with units that can fast clear the things that you are trying to clear, because as you're farming, optimization is the key. Now you might be saying, man, those doggos look really, really mean, but why are you running them instead of the mice that you were running before? Now let's take a look at them. Actually, let's take a look at this blue one first, and we'll talk about the various dogs. We'll go over here into the journal real quick. We're going to go take a look. We're going to go take a look at these dogs and why everybody tells you about this being a dog walking simulator. Because let's be real, dog, we heard you like dogs, so we gave you some dogs to walk while you're not walking your real dogs. So first up is going to be the Mega Phantasma, and the Mega Phantasma is going to be what is dubbed the blue dog because, well, it's the ice element. Now you might be thinking, man, okay, this guy looks pretty cool. What does he do? Well, he gnaws at people and attacks them with sharp teeth. But the real big deal here is going to be your Phantasma Seeds, and this is a skill that is inherent to the Phantasmas. This item will be at max level when you receive it and earn bonus 3% XP in battle. Now, when compared to other characters, this character is going to be much, much easier to level, in which case these are what you are going to be wanting to use as your fodder. Now we have have the blue dogs, we have your yellow dogs. These are your Giga Phantasmas. They start out at 3 stars and they will gain 6% XP in battle. And then you also have your Terra Phantasmas. These start out as a maxed 4-star character and they gain 10% XP in battle, but you don't usually bring these to battle because once you level break them, once you break through their star levels, they're already a 5 stars. So there's not really a good reason to continue to level them to 6 stars until well in the future when they implement 7-star characters, which I hope doesn't happen anytime soon. So now that you know that, you will understand that, hey, Phantasmas are the way to go. And when you get Phantasmas, there's multiple ways to get Phantasmas. Now, here in the Forest of Souls, you can raise some Phantasmas. So let me get some of these out of here immediately. I also like to keep these on the same timer so that I don't have to worry about multiple different timers. So we'll go through these steps of limit breaking everything up and why Phantasmas are probably your best bet, as well as some other ways to get a 6-star fairly easy. So we'll grade this way. Now, if you come down here, you will see that these Mega Phantasmas that I just created start out as a max 2-star. That means you do not have to spend your time leveling up those 2-star Verdant Seeds, and you can just immediately get them into the 3-star range. So one of the things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to keep a stable here of 2-star fodder units, and that is because you will be able to break these Phantasmas up to 3 stars immediately upon receiving them. Now, once you have broken these to 3 stars, this is where you're going to want to put them into your team and start leveling them. Now, it does take a little bit of time, but it is a lot faster than leveling up a 2-star to max, breaking it to 3, and then leveling it up from there. Now, on that note, you don't want to ignore your 2 stars because you will need your 2 stars to break into 3 stars and feed those to your dogs. Now, I hope that I haven't lost you here. There's a lot of dog lingo being thrown around because, hey dog, we heard you like dogs. So you feed some mice to your dogs so you can feed some dogs to your dogs to feed some more dogs to your other dogs, because it is a dog eat dog world up in this game. Now, unless you are an absolute Omega Whale, you are not going to have a stable of 3-star fodder characters that you've pulled from the gacha in order to use in with your dogs. So you will want to make sure that you are bringing your 2-star fodders to make them into 3-star fodders to feed to your Mega Phantasmas. Now, if you're not walking a yellow dog and a blue dog, it's beneficial to walk a blue dog and 2-star fodders, because your 2-star fodders will max out a lot faster than your Phantasma, and by the time you have your Phantasma leveled all the way up, you should have enough 3-star fodder in order to break him into a 4-star dog. Boom. And now he is a 4-star dog, and as you see, I have quite a few 4-star dogs here. Now, you might be thinking, is it just dogs that you need to use these dogs on? Well, no, you can use them on anything. I would not suggest using Phantasmas to break into 3 stars to level them up to 4 stars. However, it is a very fast way in order to do that, but your Phantasmas are more beneficial to level up and break into 4 stars. Now, once you have some 4 stars here and you're ready to take them up to 5 stars, then using dogs is a very beneficial way to do that. One other beneficial way is if you, let's say you have a Judith who is only 2 S's, only has double S imprints, and let's say you have a, do I not even have a Judith down here? Let's say you have a Ruzid that you're trying to level. Now, you've already leveled one of your Ruzids to 4 stars because you didn't have one previously in order to imprint. One way that you can do this is you can treat Ruzid as a 3-star dog. Level Ruzid up, break Ruzid to 4 stars, and then you can use that Ruzid to break your other Ruzid to a 5-star eventually, and increase your imprint. So there's many ways in order to optimize your XPing and your star breaking potential here, and that is something that I do quite often. If you have like some 4 stars that you've pulled, let's say you pulled a Silk and you get her to 5 stars, and you pull Silks down the road, or you get another copy from Connections or something like that, you don't want to feed that copy to your already 5-star Silk immediately, because that is the equivalent of just wasting a 4-star dog. And if you're trying to optimize your account, that is very detrimental. It's something that I did early on, and I pretty much punished myself and set myself back quite a bit. Now let's see if I have enough penguins here. Now typically you don't want to use penguins in order to level up your dogs, because, well, they get the beneficial XP leveling from, well, just XPing. So you'll want to use your penguins on other things, but I'm trying to make a video right now, so this is what we're going to do, and we're going to waste our penguins on this yellow dog. So once you have your yellow dog maxed out, as you can see, you will want to feed your 4-star dogs to your 4-star maxed out yellow dog to make it, ta-da, a 5-star yellow dog. Now I don't have any Terra Phantasmas on me right now because I'm still waiting till the end of the month, but one of the things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to keep yourself a stable of 5-star dogs here. Now you will need 5 of these or whatever amount, and plus a copy dupe of your 5-star or some other 5 stars in order to take a 5-star up to 6 stars. So obviously 2 stars need 2 2-stars in order to become a 3-star. 3 stars need 3 3-stars to become a 4-star. 4 stars need 4 4-stars to become a 5-star, and 5 stars need 5 5-stars to become a 6-star. And then they're maxed out for the time being. So dogs are going to be your primary source of fodder and how you are going to level up all of your characters. Now, like I said, there are some situations where with characters themselves, you will want to make sure that they are they're imprinted, so you're not feeding a 3-star to a 4-star when you could just take that extra little bit of time and level up a 3-star, break it to a 4-star, and then feed it to your 4-star, so that you're optimizing your time and your efficiency. So that is how you are going to be leveling, and that is why you will hear the term dog walking on the regular. Now, there are a couple other ways in order to level up your characters passively. Now, if you come over here to your high command, this is where you're going to have dispatch missions. And one of the things that you can do here, let's just end one of these early so that I can show my point here, is one of the things that I like to do is, as I have a large number of overflow 3-star characters, what I will typically do is I will go through and I will start putting them in here. So let's say I have this Azalea. Now I've already got Azalea leveled up. Azalea is triple S. We're going to put Azalea in here. Now I have these other 3-star characters that I can potentially use as fodder. Carrot, Ruzid, and let's put Trannerguard in here. Now they're all going to give you the plus 10 max amount to your dispatch mission. However, the thing is that this is passively gaining them XP. Now granted, it's not very fast, but you will be able to level up your characters passively just through this. So if you're not trying to level up your main characters or anything along those lines, putting some extra 3-star characters in here to use as future fodder is very beneficial, as this is just literally free XP that you don't have to do anything with. Granted, they are kind of frozen in limbo here for a little bit, but think of it as the stock market, and this is a return on your investment. You just let them sit around for a little while. Eventually you have maxed out 3-star characters that you can turn into 4-star characters, characters, or you can, use them however you want to. So that is definitely a way to go ahead and do that. Although apparently I am really bad and I need to have a character that is at least level 40. So we'll put Dingo in here along with 3 fodders. Now you can drop down and do some of these ones that only require they require level 10, so you would still need a character. So you can do a character and 3 fodder in both of those. So that is a beneficial way. After a couple of days, you have a maxed out character that you didn't even have to walk. That's called efficiency right there. Now, one of the big things that a lot of newer players start with is who do I focus on? And one of the big things that you're going to want to focus on are, like I said, you're going to want to focus on dog walking characters. Get a farmer first, and then everything else comes much, much easier. Now, some of the best farmers that are budget level, I won't go into 5 stars. We're going to cover 4 and 3 star characters. Yuna is really good, and you can get her out of connections. That's the only 5-star character that I will cover right here when it comes to amazing dog walkers. Now, coming down here, if you were blessed with a BBK is a very good dog walker. Celestial Mercedes is a fairly good dog walker. You have characters like Clarissa, who is a very good top tier ice dog walker and can also help be beneficial in wyvern leveling as well. You also have characters like Silk, who is a pretty good dog walker due to her S3, as well as just doing quite a bit of damage. Now, when I talk about dog walkers, I talk about AoE characters. Axe God's S2 helps out quite a bit when it comes to walking dogs as well, because this will give him an extra turn if he kills enemies. You also have Lena, who just came out, who is my premier dog walker right now, just absolutely destroys everything that she comes up against. Celeste is also a sleeper hit. She is very, very fast. Her S2 has no cooldown if she is above 80% health, which means that you can build her high damage, high speed, and she will clear everything out with the quickness. Very, very solid and very underrated character that a lot of people pull out of Moonlights and are like, this sucks. I hate this character. I hate this game. You also have characters like Kitty Clarissa, who can work as a dog walker with her S2. You have characters like there's not too many down here that I use too often. Shuri can work as a dog walker, but for the most part, a lot of those ones up there near the top are pretty good. I've heard good things about Carrot recently with walking dogs because of her S3 attacking all enemies, as well as just being able to go up against grass things on the regular. Kickarat, actually, I enjoyed Kickarat for a little while because he was pretty good at walking dogs as well. So there are quite a few options out here, but those are some of my favorite dog walkers, with Lena being the absolute bee's knees of dog walking. Wanda is not that great. I thought she was for a second, but I was incorrect. So you do have quite a few options here when it comes to dog walkers. You also have regular Meru, who is not the worst, but not the best. Basically, anybody with AoE skills that you can fire off regularly are pretty solid dog walkers. Obviously, if you are on the selective summon and you are trying to, optimize your dog walking experience, go with a Sez or a Vildred, as those two will really, really speed up your farming experience. So those are some characters that you should obviously focus on gearing out, getting to 6 stars first, so that it makes everything else in the game a lot easier. Lena, in my opinion, is one of the best budget dog walkers in the game if you do not have a Celeste. Those two right there deserve pretty much all of your attention. And with them changing the Molagoras, the skilling up for 3 stars, it makes them so much easier to skill out and optimize over some 3 stars and or over some 4 stars and 5 stars, because you don't have that Molagora hindrance blocking your ability to fully skill up your characters. So there you go, guys. I hope that this has helped you, and it will help you get your 6 stars a lot faster and streamline your game. This is, in my opinion, one of the most important things to focus on when it comes to this game, because getting your dog walkers on lock will make everything else that much easier. So anyways, guys, that is another Reingar's Crash Course with your teacher Shotgun Shogun. And if you did like this, just, you know what, just go ahead and give me a like, a fave, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Pinterest, LiveJournal, Mixer, SoundCloud, and all of the other things that YouTubers tell you to do. And if you do know somebody who just started out, share this out with them, and I will be going over quite a bit more in this series. I hope you liked it. I'll catch you on the next one. Class dismissed.